Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chris Cooper, known as the Channel Guy Trader, and I'm reporting to you live from Wall Street Trading Satellite Office down in sunny South Florida. Today's date is Monday, July the 30th, 2012, and here's today's market wrap-up report. Let's go ahead and take a look at the market, guys. There really wasn't much going on today. The markets tried to pop up a little bit on the open, but then they started rolling over around the key reversal time around 10:30, and then we pretty much just traded sideways for for the rest of the day there across the board on all the indices. So there really wasn't much going on today. I would have to assume that today is just a nice little consolidation day, as the ES had half the volume we had on Friday more so. But let's go ahead and take a look at this ES daily chart. You can see we went back towards this area, which I keep on highlighting as an area to watch for the fact it's going to be the backtest of the trend line from the head and shoulders pattern breakdown that we had back here in May. All right, so notice how when we got near that trend line area today, they sold the market right off. All right, and so far we're still holding above our key 1370 level from the top of the range here. So I would not be surprised even if we pull back a little bit more for the fact we did close in the lower 1/3 range of today's price action on the ES. If we take a look at the 5-minute chart, a couple of things that I was showing, some of the guys in the chat room before we kick the day off to get them on the right side of the trade on the open, which is what I'm pretty good at. We had this nice little downward channel break play set up here. All right, nice little downward channel indicative of a move higher, especially if it's setting like this, we're going to the open. And then with the bullish sentiment that we had on Friday's close, kind of gave us a good clue that we were going to have a nice little pop on the open. So we got that nice little pop, pulled back like we always do on these nice little patterns, made a nice little higher low off the initial igniting candle, ran up. Now this is where it got tricky up here, because a lot of people bought, maybe we were thinking we were going to make a nice little move up to the top side, but they trapped the bulls as we broke above 1385 and some change, which was Friday's highs. You can see we consolidated up here a bit, and then boom, they cracked us right down. 10-point drop on the ES in less than an hour or so, or even an hour, and that was it. That was the easy money for the day. That was a move for the day. Aside from that, we just traded in a range between 1377 here, as you guys can see on this 5-minute chart of the ES, and 1382. So depending on how we, open up tomorrow, if it's above this range, below this range, if we open below and we hold below it, if we open above it and hold above it, it's going to give us a clue what we can expect to happen. We have a lot of news coming out, so I think a lot of traders were in sit and watch mode as we have FOMC meeting starts tomorrow. We have a lot of economic news that comes out throughout this week, along with employment numbers out on Friday. So it's going to be a very interesting week. As far as stocks to trade, I didn't really see much out there today. Apple was in play today. If you were watching Apple was gapping up like $3 pre-market based off the fact that I think they had a favorable read on the litigation they have against Samsung. All right, either way, Apple was strong today. Last night, when we had our little chart session, I was highlighting the fact that Apple staying above 590 looks good. So just going into today's session, thinking about that and seeing Apple above 590 would have had you on the right side of the trade saying, okay, it's above 590, the key level that we were talking about in the chat room and on the daily chart as well. As long as it holds above 590, I want to get long. If you didn't went and think with that thesis, you had a nice move from 590 to 598. So just a good sign, all right, that being prepared for the trading day and knowing what stocks have key levels that are important, set you up for a trade and get you on the right side of the trade. So anyways, let's take a look at the Qs. All right, Qs are hanging in there still. All right, they're right near the upper part of the range. Again, with the Qs, we're just trading sideways on the Qs between 62 and say 65, or even just call it 65.33. Until we break outside this range with some nice volume and some nice continuation fall through. Just got to respect the fact that the Qs are just basically in a range here, 65.30 and 62. So we'll see what happens with that. Let's see, Amazon. I really didn't get the chance to look at Amazon today. Amazon had a nice little move past previous day's highs, broke out, came right back in. Let me see how it looks on the 5-minute chart. All right, so yeah, it basically happened on the open, a little failed breakout, a little quick pop and drop on the open, and that's about it for the stock. A lot of stocks did this today, what you can see exactly in this chart. They popped up in the morning, they faded, traded sideways. So again, Just a nice consolidation, guys. There's really not much to talk about. One thing that I do want to talk about is the fact that gold is looking real strong here now. We highlighted the fact, man, I'm feeling under the weather today, guys. Uh, bear with me a bit here. We highlighted the fact that GLD's breaking out this little nice little triangle. Didn't expect a one-day pullback and back test and pop right back up like we did today, but that's exactly what happened. GLD looking good if it can get above 158 or so, better yet above 159.25. Next target we will be back up towards this 200-day moving average right here around the 161 area. I like these gold mining stocks that are looking good. Let's take a look at the GDX real quick. GDX needs to get above this these moving averages right here. One of the stronger gold stocks I see out there is AEM. AEM looks pretty decent. All right, nice continuation. Day to day, 3 days up in a row, holding that gap fill. I wouldn't be a buyer up here unless we consolidate and then try to move higher. But right now, this is very much a strong stock in that sector. And then I believe you have RGLD, another strong stock. I know GG's usually a go-to stock when the miners are strong. That one's looking all right. Let's see. Take a look at ABX. ABX and Newmont Mining. ABX doesn't look that good, neither does Newmont Mining. I like AEM better. Excuse me. I like AEM better, and I like RGLD. RGLD has earnings next week. RGLD looks pretty good. Volume's low on the stock sometimes, but it trades all right intraday. Let's take a look at gold as well. And I'll end it like that. GOLD. What's this one doing today? All right, this one can maybe get jiggy with it up as well if it gets above this 200-day moving average. That's probably that's attempted already 2 times here in the past. So anyway, guys, like I said, not much going on today. Hope you guys had a great day today. If you guys want access to the chat room, go to mywallstreettv.com. Password is smart. All right, you want to make sure you go to wallstreettrading.com and sign out, fill out the form on the right-hand side of the page to get a free 14-day access trial to the chat room. And if you have any questions, email me at ccooper@wallstreettrading.com. Look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, and have a great night, guys. Later.